Polygamy is best for Africa.
Why would a woman be willing to share a man?
In business, if there are no competitors, your business might not work strong.
It's difficult to marry two people and have them. In Nigeria today, have two
No,
in the same house.
If your husband gets married to another one, would you take it?
It's possible. It won't work out, Sha.
Why won't it work out?
Welcome to today's episode of Fact of Facts. And as you all know, this podcast is a podcast where we speak fact and fact alone. Today's topic is a topic that both genders never agree on: polygamy. Right here with me, I have these beautiful souls to share their honest opinion on the topic. Welcome to our podcast.
Thank you.
Please introduce yourself.
My name is Esther Okenwa.
You're welcome. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. Welcome, sir. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Ambassador Collins.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you all for accepting my invitation to be on this podcast.
You're welcome.
So today, of course, we'll be talking about this controversial question, polygamy. As we all know, in Africa, both genders do not agree on the same things on this topic. So thank you for joining us today. I'd like for you to explain to our audience what your honest opinion on polygamy is. What do you think of polygamy? Do you think polygamy is a good thing? And also explain to the audience what polygamy is.
Thank you very much for that question. Well, polygamy is simply the marrying or having more than one spouse. It can be in a man, we call it polygamy, which is marrying more wives, more than one wife. And in a woman, you call it polyandry, which is having more than one husband, which is rare in Nigeria. You rarely see women having more than, one husband.
Really? They don't.
In Nigeria context, we have men having many women as wives. So basically, polygamy is just having more than one spouse. Yeah. And my opinion about it, my honest opinion is, for me, I would say it's really bad, because according to the Bible and what is expected of we humans, it's normal for a man to be with one man to one woman, the love and all that. That's what's expected.
That's what I saw.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for that very detailed explanation of polygamy. So what is your honest opinion about polygamy? And before that, please explain to the audience what polygamy is.
Okay, all right. I will explain for the context of we Africans.
Okay.
Polygamy, I listened to her own, side of it. Is the process of marrying more than one wife. I know that's where we are going.
Yes.
And that's what is best for Africa. You understand? I will give my, I'll explain, don't worry.
Okay.
Polygamy, it is the best. See, let's go back to our cultural heritage, okay? Now, she was also talking about biblical stuff and all that. I think that's our belief. Everybody's entitled to anything you want to believe and all that. And before the Bible, what was happening in our continent, okay? Now, if we take ourselves back to our ancestral, thing, our fathers and all that, many of our people, even until now, they have more than one wives, okay? Even from, I'm from Edo State, mm-hmm. I know some of my uncles that have more than one wife. I even know some that have 2, 3 and all that. So, I know she might be saying, why you not have only one? I'm entitled to...
So you have only one?
No, for now. Let's say for now. Okay, so now for we African, we know that it's just because of the English thing, which is not our language. You will not say polygamy, polyandry, and all that. So marrying more than one wife is the best for every African man. You understand? Yes, because
please let me ask this question.
Okay, go ahead.
So, what is your faith belief? Do you believe in Jesus, or you are a traditionalist?
Okay, so Jesus and so.
No, I'm trying to get somewhere, because you said as African and from our tradition, men as Africans are not supposed to be polygamous.
I'll answer your question. Are you an African lady?
I am an African, of course.
Okay, so you want to ask for the belief, if I believe in Jesus or tradition?
Yes.
Okay, do you know Jesus?
I believe Jesus, and I know Jesus.
You don't know Jesus?
I know Jesus.
I know Jesus?
Yeah.
Where is it from?
I don't know that.
Okay, see, if I tell you... because right now, no, if you want us to go deep, we'll get it straight now.
No, are you a traditionalist or you're an African?
I'm an African man.
You're an African man?
Yes.
So are you, what faith do you practice?
African faith.
Hey, God, okay, that's
Yes,
understandable.
Africa face.
From that point of view, I understand you.
Yeah.
So please tell us why you think polygamy is a good option for a man, an African man, like you said.
Yes. You see, in business, if there are no competitors, your business might not work strong. I will explain better. You
Okay.
understand? Now, we now have these jobs, divorce, and women having issue with their husband and all that. Do you know back then, back to our roots, most of these our uncles, our father have like 3 wives. They were very cooperative. You see, they will share duties for them. The duty of the man is provide food and other thing for them. You understand? You see, maybe the first one will cook this week. The cook and take care of the husband. The husband, we are kings ahead. Then the
Hey, King. Hello, King.
So while the second one might be maybe next week duty, the way they want it, they share it that way. You understand? But now that you now brought this ideology of I'm not against Jesus, so don't take it that way. The ideology of Christianity and all that, marrying one wife and all that. Now look at the rate of divorce and compare it to when our fathers were married like 1, 2, 3, or even 5.
It doesn't. I don't think polygamy affects the rate of divorce in this day and age, because rate of divorce it happens with people who are not, like I said, who are not compatible later in future if they find out that they can't work out this marriage. Polygamy doesn't have anything to do with the rate of divorce. Don't you think so?
Okay, but let me cut you people there. Talking about divorce,
Okay.
I would say if you cannot stay with someone again, it's better to, divorce
Okay.
the person,
Okay.
separate, then have a proper.
Have
Like
another one.
Nigeria divorce is usually 2 years. After the period of 2 years, you get your official divorce
See.
before you go into another marriage. Why I'm saying that because it's difficult to marry 2 people and have them in Nigeria today. Have 2
No,
men
no.
in the
It
same
is.
house.
Thank God say today, because you have
Back
made it
then,
that way.
wait,
Okay.
back then it
Goodbye.
worked hard. And
Okay.
it worked out for our fathers.
Okay.
The women, they were able to, agree.
Okay.
But Nigeria today, women putting two in the house.
back then, women didn't have any opinion. They didn't have any
And the
emotion.
opinion that people are not having is the problem that we're having today.
Why is it a problem? Why
Okay.
why would a woman not be able to speak out? Is that right?
No, women have been speaking out.
Women have not been speaking out.
Okay, if you go back to, I don't know where
Back
you're
to
from.
if a
Go back for they were speaking out. See,
speaking out on
women
what?
were even more comfortable then. Now, okay, now, for this our era that we're not saying one man, one woman, and all that.
Okay.
Do you know back then, bringing up a child is the responsibility of the whole community? Are you aware? If you see a child misbehaving now, you will not say it's not my child. You can spank that child, correct that child.
No,
Do you know you cannot do that now? You can't do it now. Okay, because of
Not
tradition.
literally.
The woman will say it's my child.
Yes, now.
But okay, now let's go back to the one wife or one wife, one husband thing. Do you know back then there were peace and harmony?
Because the women were told to swallow their
Okay, now that you people are not speaking out, what is now the result now? Now that you people are not speaking out.
Some marriages are working. You are making reference to the ones that are
I think,
divorced.
you know
There
why?
are a lot of marriages
You know why?
out there that
You
are
know why?
working out.
Listen, do you know why you think women were not speaking out then? Why will you be shouting when you know that you are comfortable?
It's you that
They were not overwhelmed with responsibility. Okay, now you people complain, let's share responsibility.
We can't share responsibility.
You can't share responsibility, Abi.
we
Okay,
cannot.
the duty of the man to work hard and do everything.
The duty of a man is not to work hard and do anything. But if we are looking at it, since you are making reference to African culture,
Okay.
if we are making reference to African culture in duties
Okay.
and responsibility, it is a man. So nowadays, the men are trying to change the opinion of polygamy. They are saying that we should hold on to the African culture of polygamy, but they do not want to hold on to the African culture of a man taking full responsibility.
A man, so sorry.
You see men of nowadays doing 50-50 with a woman. You will see a man that will take men of now.
That's the Western one you are integrating this discussion.
Now anymore.
That's the Western one. No, that's no. Okay, you see now.
Most of them these
Okay,
days.
okay, now
That's what they
listen.
do.
Okay, thank you. You just bring out the point. It is the duty as an African man
Yes.
to provide
If you are holding on to the roots of Africa.
Good. Why is it not also the duty of a man now to do an African by marrying more than one
But are
wife?
you holding on to still that? It's only in polygamy that you people are holding on to roots of Africans. If it is
Not
another
polygamy,
topic,
both in
in
responsibility.
other topics, you people will remove Africa, remember the roots of Africans.
Okay,
But if
why
it is
are
polygamy,
you
remember.
against polygamy as female?
Our females engaged in polygamy.
No, I said why are you against? Okay,
Why would we against somebody? Because we believe in commitment. You commit to one person. Why on earth are you committing to double? What's the whole point of marriage?
Okay, is your commission? Are you the one committing to all these people? It's the responsibility of a man.
Exactly.
It's the man now that should be committed to the wife that he is married, right? And leave the commitment for men. Are we complaining?
We are not complaining. The women are complaining.
Because you just want to complain. Why are you complaining?
Because women not, stay together with another
Why
woman.
can't you see?
Why must
that
we
is selfishness in the part of female.
How is it being selfish?
Yeah, okay,
so
now.
I agree now that a woman is also allowed to be polygamous.
And no problem. Go and be a polygamous and take care of the
So no, it comes to time of polygamy now. It's now financial.
People just want to put
People are being selfish. Men are being selfish.
Okay, no problem. If you want to be is it polygamous they call it as a woman, no problem. Marry as many men as you like. Take care of the man. Take the responsibility. When it comes to responsibility, people say the man now, because lady will say it's more our money, but your money is your money. No problem. And we are not complaining. You see, she said yes. So, but when it now comes to we as African men to perform our duty, which is our rights that we're supposed to do, we are not supposed to go against our culture. People now say no. It is now the Western world and commitment. One man, one woman. See, the best for African. Let's just go back our root to. Are you hearing me now?
Let me understand something. I believe that it is people that don't understand the concept of marriage that are polygamous. What is marriage to you? Because if you really take marriage as a commitment, you wouldn't want to add another person to your commitment, to your vows. Why on earth are you even having different vows with different people?
Thank you very much. It's a question. You said vow. What is vow? Who is making the vow?
Are you not making vow in marriage?
Get married is always
because the vow that people are making is the Western world vow that you went to court, you go and be doing your white wedding and all that. See, the vow of an African man is I vow to take responsibility of anything I want to do. See, as an African man, are you hearing me now? As an African man.
African man.
I'm not in Africa, it's not our continent.
Okay, African
so,
man.
Yeah, so what I'm against is that when you know you are not capable, don't go for it, you understand?
Okay.
That's it. But if you know you can comfortably take care of let's say 2 women or 3, please do. You know why?
Why would you want to put yourself through so much heartache?
Why are you bothered? You say you're married.
No, seriously, why would somebody be trouble against peace?
There is no trouble, there is no peace. Okay, now, even before then, there were peace and tranquility. But now there's even one, there's trouble. So let's go back to African culture and let peace reign.
There is more trouble.
Okay,
if the women can stay together, the 2 or 3 women you want to
they were staying together before.
You want to agree with you. So you are agreeing that if they can stay together,
it's rare. It's very rare.
Can you let me ask an honest opinion? Can you stay together with another one? If your husband gets married to another one, would you take it?
Impossible.
You see, the one you say they can stay together.
She wanted to say something just because you triggered that. You can stay, calm down.
You say you can stay, calm down.
See.
No, I can't stay.
Okay, why can't you stay? Why can't you stay?
It won't work out, Sha.
Why won't it work out?
For me,
why on earth would a woman share a man? Why would a woman be willing to share a man? You say that. Why on earth are you sharing somebody that you want?
Let me just correct one impression here. The problem we're having is the mentality, the way we think about this thing. Okay, you are not saying, baby, you are not saying second wife or third wife. You are putting over there something like second or third wife. It's another wife.
They've even given it. They've verified it.
Another wife.
Let me ask you this question.
If like up to like 5, they are wives. You understand? Even the Solomon in the Bible that he is the wisest man. So you don't want me to be wise? A wise man should behave like Solomon. Don't worry.
But Solomon was on a mission. If you are using Solomon, he was on a mission.
What perished Solomon? He was still the same women. The women were too much. His lineage, it was women that perished.
No, that was not recorded. That was
because he wanted to be at peace with all the nations around him, and he knew if he married from all these nations, there's no how.
It wasn't even polygamy. It was alliance. It was more of alliance, not marriage. But we understand that. But everybody's always making reference to Solomon.
Because
you people don't have a mind of your own. Let me ask you this question, Mrs. Esther.
Okay.
So if you said if the women can stay together, that means in a way you agree with polygamy.
Yes.
So the question is, is polygamy more honest than cheating? Would you rather a man that likes women too much be polygamous, marry the women, or just cheat at the back?
I think polygamy, for me, more. Although I do not support
your support,
I need
your support.
more honest too.
Yeah.
polygamous,
saying?
as you marry the person,
Yes.
wife is aware you married you.
Yes.
Then
You know
So
your
you
person
agree with
accept
it?
your
How
So you
and
agree with this? So why is this such a struggle for a man to be with one woman? Why do they have to have different and multiple women?
Okay.
To the extent that you have to be picking if polygamy is good
Okay.
or cheating is better.
Okay. And you
Why?
know why? You know we are kings in Africa.
Oh please,
Yes,
kids.
let me you ask a question.
Okay.
A tree cannot make a forest. Have you seen a forest with one tree?
No.
So a tree cannot make a forest. So we are kings, and palace have to, to have a palace, people must be there. And for you to have people, as a king, people must generate people. Which are the heck to make a community. Which so to make that one happen, you have to have, wives. You understand? Okay, now what a single wife can do, multiple wife can do it in few years. You now, let's say for example, 9 months is normal calculation for giving birth to a child, and you are a king. So in 1 year, if you have 5 wives, that's 5 children. If you are blessed, some can give birth to 2, 3. You understand?
Father, but you just also be clean bed.
But
So that's why would you, like you said eventually you might get married to another
not eventually,
wife.
I can,
You are polygamous in nature. Why do you feel like you need another woman?
Okay, because I'm an African man, I must fulfill the obligation of an African man.
So you agree that polygamy is not even about honesty or anything. It's just about pride.
No, it's about
man. It's about power for men. Is that what you are? Is that what you
put it that way? But it is the best for an African man, and it's our rights. You understand? It's our right, and we must do it. See, you are trying to defend that. Let it be one. Why must it be one?
Why must it be one?
Why
must it be
double? Can take your
honestly, because I said it before. Argue with this.
I said it before.
That's the problem.
See, I said it before. Yes, I said before that I'm against the fact that when you cannot take care of even one, don't go for 2. You understand? But if you are capable, then do it. Bring them out of the street. That we have many women. There are many women that are not even married, but because of self-centeredness and stinginess on the part of the female gender, you just want to hold one man to you. Want to hold a king to yourself. It doesn't work that way.
Own a king too. Why can't a king be with one queen? Is there a problem with it?
That's a big problem, because it will not work. Because you cannot do it. Because now I found out that now that we're able doing one man, one woman thing, there's even more problem. Maybe you put it ahead now. Someone will say, I'm not a slave. I cannot wash my husband's clothes. I cannot be cool and all that. No problem. Let there be division of labor.
No, you can hire. You can have it.
No, I don't want somebody else to wash my clothes.
It has to be a wife. It can't be people that do it professionally.
Okay, somebody that you're hiring. It's not somebody's face. It's not a human being.
Some people like to do things some way. That's why they are dry cleaners. Because
that is why I want to do it my way. That is why
your wife must wash your clothes.
My wife will take care of me.
Like there are other ways your wife can take care of you.
Like
cook for you. Did you do in the other room?
Just that one.
Was he always be washing clothes?
Oh, don't worry. Apart from the clothes, there are some things. Don't worry. Ask the next question.
Mrs. Esther, if someone says they are emotionally mature for, like he said, is emotionally mature for multiple women, should we admire him or just check if he's okay or his stress level?
I think.
No, look at
emotionally matured for
polygamy, for double wives.
He said so.
Not if I said so. It's not me very well answered.
It's as if you are agreeing to polygamy.
I'm not.
What you saying is like that's about an opinion. She's not up or down. She's on the right track. Please answer the question.
Yeah, I'll say because it depends. Everybody knows themselves. If you feel he's emotionally matured, yes, to have more than, okay.
But why?
That's what
you find out that, see, if you want peace to reign, let's go back to Africa culture. You understand? If you want peace to reign, let's go back to Africa culture. She was saying something that, you asked her a question, cheating or just having more than one wife, which one is the best? Is it not good, your register SIM card that you are using, than... Are you hearing me?
Are you people saying men are allowed to be polygamous in your way? Or you're saying men are allowed to be polygamous in nature? What about women that have polygamous nature too? I don't know. I'm not to express.
No problem now. If you not desire to have polygamous in your nature, go and do your polygamy in your nature.
Why can't a woman marry multiple husbands?
Are we against it? Nothing against it.
Can you take it?
Go and see, as a woman now, you want to marry many wives, eh? Turn it the other way around. Take responsibility. You guys will take
There
care
are
of their
women that are rich. Are you saying rich women are allowed to marry multiple husbands?
If that's what they want to do, no problem. But in our African way, that is not even allowed. It's a taboo because it's a taboo. It's not. You can't say I'm a wife because I have money, or I'm a lady. I want to marry 10 husbands. You know, they are not my. What are they to you? Do you know the meaning of a husband? A husband is your Lord. Just the way our Christ, our Lord and personal Savior. In our African context, your husband is your king. He protects everything about you after God's your husband. Are you aware of that?
I understand.
So can the woman take the role of a man?
Why is the husband gallivanting around? Why does the Lord want to add another lord? Okay, let me ask this question, ma'am. Who suffers more in polygamy? Is it the partner or the person paying the bills?
The person paying the bills, of course, now, because he has to take care of. And you know the way the economy is now in Nigeria, everything is expensive. So you can imagine maintaining
more than 3 wives. So, how do you open group chats to argue with your wives or to argue them different?
These are the questions you should be asking me. How do you manage these things? You understand?
What do you think? Do you feel it hurts your pocket more, or is it your partner that is suffering it? Like all your partners put together.
They're not suffering anything now.
They are not suffering emotional.
You are an elephant. You prepare to carry it. You that decide to go for like 2, 3 wives, you are capable. So let me answer that question of how do you communicate with?
How do you communicate? Is it WhatsApp group you open? Let's know. Let's know how you do it.
Now, this is how you communicate with them as an African man. If you have 3 wives, let's say for example 3 or 2, any number that you have. You know, I was saying something before, like my uncle.
Okay.
You know, they distribute responsibilities. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
So you don't say maybe this is the first wife, first wife be doing everything exactly for the work on them. No, it's not like that. You are a king and you're in your palace. If you want to address your queen, you know how to go about these things. You understand?
How do you go? What I want to know? How do you?
Let's say this week now, the first woman or the first wife, because people want to call it number, but I call them wife, another wife, and all that. But if them number, no problem. The first one should maybe be the one to take care of the man, maybe cooking, you know, other room and every other stuff. Once you share it, all of them know. With 1 issue, with 2 issue, with 3 issue. They know they argue.
So and when 2, they'll be resting.
Yeah. You see that? Yeah, you see the division of labor. Yeah, you see because the division of labor, the women are not overwhelmed. You know, some woman now will say, I cannot go to the office, or I go to the shop, and now they are disturbing me, I cannot sleep in the night and all that. You see, they will not be overwhelmed. And sometimes, you can also have a garden of your wife, you know. You have a garden, like your wife, you and your wife, having a nice time and all that. You see the sweet too. Now, just because this selfishness, I don't want, that's the problem that we're having today. So, communication is not an issue. If you have 3 wives, you have 3 of their phone numbers. If you have 5 wives, 5 phone numbers.
So you add them to a WhatsApp group.
If you want phone WhatsApp, no problem. You can even phone in an family WhatsApp group. Yes, everybody stop.
The wife of Mr. Collins.
Yeah. The wife of King Collins.
He said it's king. So let me ask you personally.
Okay.
Do you think you can undo polygamy? How many wives do you think you can handle at once?
And depending on how the season be now.
If you have like, let's assume you have like 3 wives, added to that question, would you agree for them to work or just take care of you as the king that you say you are?
Okay, they will work. Okay, I do business.
This work.
Anyone that said that is a career that will want to work, no problem.
But traditionally, men do not allow the wives to work as Africans.
No. That work.
These days, they work. These days, we don't want polygamy. He's throwing it back to the roots. He's throwing it back to African roots. These days, we don't want polygamy.
Okay.
So we're throwing it back to African roots. Now, African roots, our forefathers did not allow the wives to work.
They work.
They will go to the farm. The wives are at home.
Yeah, you with our forefathers.
Were they work for them? Were they just?
They were working, and I will explain what they were doing.
Like all these urbans in Lagos, their wives work.
It is now. In this day and age, that's when they agree to stand.
Even before now.
From our African cultures, from our forefathers, women are not allowed to work. Women are for the home. They are
you an African father? Are you not speaking for the African men?
I'm speaking for the African women.
For the African women.
Yeah,
you are saying the
we're just being baby girls at home.
They went to the farm.
Bless you. God bless you.
That was their source of money then.
Yes.
So that
Farming and the
so,
rest.
so what is now the joy, the value of this polygamy for a woman?
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to understand, because if it's not as if you are sitting down at home that somebody is coming to take care of you, you are still going to that same farm with that man.
Let me
So
tell
what's the value of that polygamy?
It's not for you now, it's for the man now.
So the women are just supposed to just, what is the value for women?
Let me answer you from the work. You said you were not working. Then
They were not working.
that was what you said now. That were just like they were being treated like a baby and all that. You
They are
guys were
taking care of the home. They were taking care of the home.
you that was not in that generation.
So what the impression they gave us that they were taking care of the home. Everything they do, taking care of the husband, the cooking, the
And let me
cleaning.
now explain to you now the work that they were doing. You know, this is our modern age now. It depends on what you call work.
Okay.
Back then, traditional way of what we do was the men, because if you marry to wife, marry for you not have a cash of farm, you know, cultivate yam, cassava, depending on what you do in your community. Then I was using an example of like my uncle, because I witnessed it.
Okay.
So let's say if you have 3 wives, let's say you have 3 acres, for example. So the man, your own crop is the yam that you cultivate. Then side of the yam, you plant a cassava, they plant this melon. So at the end of the cultivation period, or when the crop started growing, you now call the wives and share it with them.
So they also do
Yeah,
farm work.
let me finish now.
I'm
See,
with
this
you,
one
I'm
don't work. Oh.
I'm
Don't worry.
with you.
No work, no. So what now? The one you now, let's say, okay, this 3 plots, for example, belongs to the first wife. This other one belongs to the other wife. Then the other one, depending on how many number of wives that you have. Okay. Now, it's also the responsibility of the men to cultivate, that's wheat, make sure the crops are doing well and all that. I remember in the process of doing all these things, children are involved. They now have children, that male children, not the female, that support the man in the cultivation of that farm.
Okay.
So during the harvest time, the women can just go there and harvest it. If it's cassava, harvest it, process it and sell it. And it's their money.
So I feel like that's just the whole point of the polygamy. To have more than enough hands to work on your farmland. Back at
Farmland.
yes, that's exactly what you are saying right now.
Okay, after cultivating and process whatever you have, who takes the money? It's not the woman.
The man will not spend his money.
He must spend the money for the family. The man provide food. Even back then, they sell trap.
Okay.
You know, they catch meat. Even if they want to go buy goat or whatever, the man still does that. Not that they will farm. The woman will not process that and the man takes the money. I don't know if you are getting me.
I understand.
What belongs to the man? Let's say the man cultivate yam. The yam is for the man.
Okay.
You know, have you seen yam pan before? Yam pan.
Yes,
After cultivating where they hang the yam and all that. Even the man from his harvest, you see, bring us a portion that the woman will use to prepare the food that he will still eat.
That they will still eat.
That they will still eat.
I understand. So me, I'm trying to understand the value of polygamy for women. Because everything you said now is all valuable for men.
Okay, the
So
value.
what's the value for it for a women?
Okay, the value for
Especially
women.
our forefathers,
No worry.
our roots.
Don't worry. Number one, it provides security for women.
For a women, it
For
provides
women now, for women now, you want to know the value for women now. It provides security for women. They provide marriage for women. Then there was no shortage of marriage. Now,
marriage is provision. Wow.
Oh, you don't know?
Marriage for women.
Yes. They're not the single women. Okay, do you know back then?
Some violence.
Yes, now, do you know back then? There's something like single mother everywhere or single girls everywhere. Are you aware?
Yeah, that's
So every woman was entitled to a name back then.
women are good down for generations.
Don't worry. So, marriage security for women. Whether just general provision like health, food, security for women.
So in conclusion, let me understand everybody's points now.
Okay.
Do you agree polygamy is good? Can you manage polygamy?
Africa.
Keeps putting in Africa to it.
Well, based on what he has said, I think in a way polygamy is good.
Yes, so if we answer the question,
polygamy.
yes, because if we answer the question, please let's be answering it to reality of life and our cultural heritage.
Yeah.
Because after this podcast now, you go face her. You understand? So let's be answering it in our cultural heritage. Because after you wear garment finish, you go do your white garment. What's it called? You know white wedding they call it.
White wedding.
White wedding.
White wedding.
You know they go in Poland and go to white wedding. Do you know this people? What you are doing here is their traditional wedding. That's how they work now.
That is it, yeah.
So you now go to the reception you are doing and all that. You are putting now you carry people for yourself. The original way of getting married, whether you being a man or a woman, is by doing traditional right. That's why even when you go to court, you want to dial your call registry and all that, they'll tell you, I don't pay the bride price. Who consent to this marriage? So the original marriage says even the traditional marriage. So go back to our traditional heritage. Are you getting it? So you as a woman, it's not nobody's imposing it on you that okay now, for example, like me, I have a wife, and I say, oh, you now you must come marry me. Oh. There nobody's imposing on you. It's your own personal choice to say, okay, I want to be a wife to this family or to this man. Are you getting it? So it was never imposed on anybody. So
you agree?
Yes, you cannot impose. What if your wife doesn't accept for you to marry someone?
Yes,
No, my
because
wife
when
accept.
they do these things,
my wife said,
they
a
won't
traditional
tell-
woman, she will accept.
you know, there I've seen a lot of marriages. Let's take, for example, one of our celebrities that had his wife walked out of the marriage. You know, he didn't tell according to what she said, he didn't tell her that eventually he would marry another wife, so she couldn't handle it. Some men do this. They're already 10 years into the marriage. Next thing, they'll bring in another wife. Is that right?
Okay, thank you very much. All this boils down to the communication gap that you're having between you and your spouse. And the understanding, the ideology that your spouse also have about you as an African man.
From the onset of the marriage.
Yes.
Okay, so you are trying to tell me now that your wife understands
Now-
that you are an African man and you are polygamous in nature.
I don't know. No, tell you no. Now let's go back to what we're saying. See, when you know that even if what you have in the house, you are not taking care of her and all that, you cannot, and you want to go tell that kind of person, you want to go do your African, it will not work now.
Exactly.
It will not work.
Yeah.
And so no, it's not just to say I'm an African man by mouth, it's by doing it also. So if you cannot do it, then just stay clear. But the truth of the matter is that to make Africa peaceful, let Africa be a beautiful place, you go back to our culture, that ideology that you have, no problem. When you see a man that likes you or that loves you,
Okay.
to have you as his wife, come on, that ideology you have, just go marry. You are the wife.
Thank you very much for I think I understand it to some extent. Even if I don't agree with you, but I
If you
understand.
don't agree now, you are later.
Okay, I understand, sir. No problem. So in conclusion, I want you to answer this question, yes or no, and you too, ma'am.
Okay.
So as most men say, do you believe all men are polygamous in nature? Let me take it from you first.
Yeah, all men are. They are.
All men, you mean, is it 99 or 100% of men are polygamous?
It's rare to see a man that is not polygamous. They are everywhere. They are.
So put a number on it. Put a number. Would you say 99% or 90%?
100.
All
of them.
All men are
All of them,
polygamous
all
in
of
nature. Okay. Let me ask from a
You want
man's
to
point
answer
of
that
view.
question?
Let's just say,
Okay.
are men polygamous in nature in your belief?
If men are polygamous
If men in general are polygamous in nature.
in nature.
Yes.
We African men, don't be saying nature. That's our nature. That we own nature. So don't be telling if we are in nature. When we are already in nature,
Is it a yes or a no?
It's already a yes now.
It's an
Am I not African?
It's our African thing. You understand?
But
So we
you
don't
know, women are, we never support polygamy. They are not that.
Yes, because
We
we
are
are very
emotional.
emotional. Yeah, we're
Yes,
emotional.
you know
beings.
now, Shai. You
Well,
know now.
All women are, but let's just leave this.
See, let me show. Thank you for the question. I know we are getting to the end of the discussion.
Okay.
Let me even tell you. You see, this is that we are doing now. This is that we are saying now. History is trying to repeat itself again. No,
Right.
women have now. They are coming back to their senses that
Men are polygamous.
none of the men are polygamous. That they are not ready to be first wife,
Other
second wife.
women.
Yes.
There's a lot of single women.
Yes.
Single mother.
When I come up for street, when I become wife, I beg. Thank you very much for having me.
I think if I talk about the conversation of women, there's more to a woman's life than marriage. We would stay forever here on this podcast, but let's just agree with what they said. I don't agree with polygamy, but he agrees with polygamy. So tell me what you think in the comment section. And this is the end of our podcast. See you on our next episode.
Bye.